Hello everybody! So, some time ago I created a hero concept for Heroes of the Storm. It was Lee, the niece of Deckard Cain and daughter of Diablo. And some people actually like it, which I'm very grateful. However, I like it funny and Tarup point out correctly that this concept has flaws and major inconsistencies. So I created Lee version 2.0 and please allow me to one more time introduce you to her. Lee starts as a range assassin, and her first basic abilities represent that. We start with Fire Arrow that is based around Amazon from second Diablo. You can press Q to shoot a fire arrow that will hit first target and deal extra damage to it. But you can also hold Q to charge up this ability and give it more power. This will increase its range and damage, but also add extra functions to it, like penetrating all enemies, setting them on fire, and exploding when it will hit first hero. So you can use it in two ways. Quick shot to have a little more extra damage, or charge up for extra burst damage. Her second ability is Barrage, and its zoning ability. Choose location and Lee will start bombarding this place with volleys of arrows. Each volley will do more damage and in bigger area than the previous one. Please remember that each individual volley costs mana, so Lee can successfully create no-go zone, and the longer enemies are undecided, the greater the damage in the zone is. However, it is easy to interrupt channeling this ability, so choose safe location. Her third basic ability is Creeping Shot. Simple skill shot that slows down first enemy that it will hit for 10% for 4 seconds. Simple and easy. This is basic kit of Lee. She always have access to these abilities. However, you can activate her trait to change Lee from range assassin to melee brazier. In that state, she have 10% damage reduction and no set of skills. Fire Arrow is replaced by Kick, simple yet effective kick that sends enemies straight away from Lee. If enemy hit terrain or structure, he is stunned. Barrage is replaced by Scream of the Dam. Lee's screen and damage all enemies in the cone. Range and width of the cone grow with time. This ability do more damage than Barrage, but it's easy to interrupt. Finally, Crippling Shot is replaced by Impale. This ability have melee range, do massive damage and stun enemy for the moment. During that time, Lee also cannot do anything, but she is not considered stunned. Lee used souls to power up her melee aspect. She collects them just like her father Diablo, by killing enemy minions and heroes. So like you see, Lee is opposite of Greyman. She do more damage on the range and do not have engage or disengage abilities. I see her more as anti-diver hero. Illidan decide to focus morals? Activate trait, impale him to give you earliest time to react, then use Scream to start dealing him consistent damage. If you start losing, use Kick to give yourself a moment to breathe and chance to stun him. However, when we reach Heroic, Lee have options to further change her basic ability. First Heroic, Damnation, make her even deadlier brazier. When you activate it, Lee enter her melee aspect, but it is stronger. You get 10% bonus to basic attack damage, and all abilities are stronger. Kick send people farther away, and hitting terrain or structure deal more damage and stun them for longer. Scream of the Dam start applying slow that grow over time. Impale heal Lee for the damage she deliver. Finally, using her trait while Damnation is activated, start burning souls at rate 5 per second and restore 1% of health and mana to Lee. So you can see she become a very deadly brazier, and you may want to hold up all souls to use them during Heroic for maximum effect. This is fine and dandy, and it's nothing new, in comparison to what I showed previously. That's because her second Heroic, Salvation, is where all major changes are. Choosing Salvation will change Lee melee aspect from brazier to tanky support. To make this simple, if Lee chooses Salvation as her Heroic, she still can enter her melee aspect by using her trait, but her W and E abilities are changed. Kick remain the same. Scream of the Damned is replaced by Wave of Light. This ability unleashes waves of light in all directions that deal damage. Each wave that damage enemy hero will return healing allies and Lee for the half the damage it did. Impel is replaced by Blessed Geyser. Lee stamped the earth, creating a geyser that boosts basic health and mana regeneration of her and allies by 20%. Of course, Lee can activate her heroic to make her even better tankish support. Firstly, her damage resistance grows from 10 to 20%, so you choose Damnation for 10% more damage on basic attack, or Salvation for greater survivability. Salvation empowers Kick to have a lower cooldown and allow its use on allies. Allies are not harmed in any way by Kick. Wave of Light now release one single circle wave of light, which make it easier to hit all enemies and all allies for maximum damage and heal. Blessed Geyser have tripled the range, which make it far more useful and do not cramp all team in single area where they can be blown up. Finally, using her trait during Salvation will burn 10 souls per second and restore 1% of health and mana per second to Lee and all allied heroes in close range. So, like you see, we can say that Lee is in total 4 classes in one. Ranged Assassin for the most part, melee bruiser or tankish support from time to time. These give her flexibility that no other hero can achieve. Your team already have 2 tanks and good support? Go for Damnation to increase crowd control and damage of your team. You lack a good tank or support? Go for Salvation. This solves the inconsistency that I like it funny and Tarap point out, that the Salvation robs Lee from her specific mechanic, changing to melee aspect. So this is my new better Lee. If you like her, please leave a comment and subscribe. The next hero that I will work on is Karak, the Kalai Face Smith and Protoss Specialist. Thank you for your time and please have a nice day.